and we just figured out how to save these recordings so this could even happen. So whoever's watching this did not go as easy as you might think.
Well, which is really ironic because Garrett is the marketing major and has a master's degree in marketing.
Yep.
So,
don't got a master's in Zoom. Before this started and we had to go through some technical difficulties, Trey, I had some hibachi.
So you're gonna have to leave like halfway through our conversation. Take a shit.
I mean, I guess I will just put out everything on this podcast. I did have to. I did have to use the bathroom right before this started, and this door right there is a bathroom. So I strategically am starting this podcast right beside the bathroom, and I did have hibachi. But I was gonna ask you because I thought about it while I was eating it, and I was like,
I already know it's coming.
I was thinking hibachi is probably my favorite. Like Japanese food. I think Japanese might be my favorite food. And I was just gonna ask you, like, do you think Chinese or Japanese is better, or do you like have a different?
Like for me, I like hibachi. Like I'm running with hibachi every day.
Yeah, but do you not like? I figured you'd say you like Mexican better than both.
Depends.
Because
if we're talking about the humidor.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's a different story.
No, for those of you who obviously most people watching this is our damn family and friends, so we don't have to really introduce ourselves. For those of you watching this, and you obviously know what whiskey taco is, there is a burrito there that honestly, let me just.
I don't know what he's doing.
This is like the size of the burrito. Like this vacuum right here. And this man, I went to eat with him, and he was like, I was like, what should I get? And Trey said, bro, get the humidor. I look at this thing, right? I'm looking at the menu, and the description of it is like half the page because it has
automatic. It
has everything on it. And then
everything.
And then Trey, it comes to the table, bro. Set it down in front of me. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I don't know if I can eat this whole thing. But I didn't want Trey to be like, this dude just can't take the humidor. And so I had to finish it. Felt like crap for 3 weeks. But this man will eat your plate. He'll eat his plate. He might even eat the person's plate beside us. This man is a freaking
garbage disposal. Bro, that's what my mom calls me, the garbage disposal. I mean, I don't know. I just eat what's there. But the humidor, I'm telling you, if you want a burrito, if you want anything Mexican, get a big burrito, chicken, steak, peppers, onions, beans.
Yeah, yes, sir.
And rice.
Uh-huh.
With cheese.
Top it off with the
cheese
queso
sauce. Yeah, the cheese. Mix it with a little bit of salsa. I don't know.
I'm telling you,
people don't like that.
I
like the cheese. I like the cheese and the salsa. You gotta mix it.
Oh, that just brought up a topic that a lot of people are gonna have an opinion on.
You got to.
But listen, you like to mix it, and I do like both as well. But I'm team salsa over queso if I'm eating chips. I'm sorry.
It's a preference. I don't know. For me, I like mixing it.
Yeah.
I like mixing both.
The majority of people watching this are our families. Let's be honest. You know your mom's going to pull up this when I post this on Facebook. My mom's probably already sitting with popcorn waiting for this to be posted. I mean, and some of our friends obviously are going to click on this, so I don't think we really need to, like, explain anything. But I'll take a second just to kind of throw out why this just started and why it's called Valley Brothers, that I had the idea and stuff like that. And you can add some stuff if you want to, but so me and this kid literally have been as close to brothers without being legitimate brothers as I could, like, that's how you can put it. When I was, I think 3 years old and he was 2, he moved into the house directly beside my house, which Tays Valley Meadows North. We lived in Tays Valley That's kind of how the Valley Brothers name of this podcast started. We lived beside each other, probably like 13 years or something, 15 years, something like that, before you moved literally just a couple feet away. Anyway, it was still, we lived beside each other, man. Played every little league sport you could think of, from soccer, little league baseball, flag football. We don't even want to get into that topic because we would probably be in the league right now if we kept. I'm just kidding. They did have to split us up in flag football. That's
literally, that's a legit story.
That's a legitimate. The YMCA flag football league split us up because we were dominant. We were dominant.
I'll add on to this. Me, Garrett, Alexander Dunham.
Yep.
All three in a line. We all lived together.
Down the line of
all right. Other neighbor. He's in med school, by the way. A lot smarter than both of us.
He's not gonna have time to watch this.
Yeah, he's not. But all three of us were on a team, and we were so good. They had to split us apart. Like, they wouldn't allow us to be on the same team. Like, we were like 7.
Dude.
Like, who cares? We're 7. Like, sorry.
Parents.
I guess whatever.
Parents were getting mad, and our parents. Yeah. Our parents are the parents that, they're gonna cheer. So I mean, it was getting rowdy on the sidelines, and the other families that had kids that sucked just probably were getting a little. They were probably getting a little annoyed.
Oh yeah.
What's something you miss about us being a kid, like us being kids and kind of living in the neighborhood and stuff like that?
If any time that I think about like our childhood, all I think about is playing basketball until it was time to eat, like at night. Like, dude, when I'm telling you, we would wake up at Garrett never wakes up before 11 o'clock now, but I'm telling you, we would wake up at like 8 to 9 a.m. and play basketball.
Unless you were using the bathroom and I came to your door, then it was lights out.
Right.
I had to wait till tomorrow.
Unless I was taking a shit, because it took me at least an hour and a half. Other than that, we were playing basketball until we got up until it was time to eat dinner.
Literally.
That's like it's it. Like I feel that's 100% the reason that we were good at basketball is we literally played all day long. I focused on baseball like in high school and stuff like that, but I'm telling you, if we didn't play basketball, it came from Watson ball, like 100%.
Living in a neighborhood, this is what I would tell any parents watching this with kids. You want to try to find a neighborhood that, obviously you can't knock on everybody's door and ask if they have kids, but you want to try to find a neighborhood that is going to give your kid a situation where they can make friends easily in the neighborhood and not have to take them somewhere to meet people. Like, we literally could just walk outside and we had friends to do something with. My thing 100%. That I miss a lot, I definitely miss us playing basketball at all hours of the day. But, dude, our backyard football games were – I would love to meet another kid that had a childhood where they had a lot of friends in their neighborhood and see if they could even match our tackle football in the backyard. We would we would play in a storm. We would play if there was snow. We would play. It didn't matter. We played once there was a swing set back there.
Dude, 100%.
It didn't matter.
Dude, and that's what today, even for myself, I feel like I play a lot of video games. But today, when we were younger, dude, I swear we never played anything. We were always outside. Dude, always. And I feel like that's the biggest thing. The difference between our age.
Yeah. We like to play video games even to this day whenever we have some free time. But back then, if we played a video game, we were all in the same room switching off and playing each other. And we only played sports games. We would play the old NCAA baseball. You remember that game? That game was awesome.
Yeah.
That game was awesome. Yeah. PlayStation 2. Yeah. We played PlayStation 2. We would our Madden in college and NCAA football, that game should still be made.
Oh, yeah.
Our NCAA football and Madden games we'd be playing each other would get out of hand. We'd be getting heated.
Dude,
but that's it. And then we go outside. We'd only play a couple games, and then we go back outside and play something else.
Yeah. Bro, just imagine imagine if we were like now, like if we were kids, like, and we played video games all day, we would not even be the same. Like, we would not get to recognize like
our
what we
social,
had,
like how we can talk to like anybody. It wouldn't be the same. And our like you said, we would literally, it was pretty much like we were working out every day without really realizing we're like working out. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and that's why I think it was so great. I mean, that's why I thought it was so fun just to be able to play with every kid in the neighborhood instead of sitting in your chair and playing video games all day.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't get any better. It's hard to explain if you weren't there. Like I can't explain it to somebody that wasn't in our neighborhood, but for those guys that were there, they knew what it meant.
That's gonna be an ongoing thing for those watching this. There's gonna be some stories coming from Tays Valley Meadows that, I mean, obviously it's not gonna be the same if you weren't there, but we'll try to explain the stories that we're gonna remember, and hopefully you'll think it's as funny or as cool as, as we think.
You want to talk about one story? I got one just between us two.
Top of the head.
Let's hear it. Top of the head. Just completely random.
We have not really planned anything that's going on right now. So, okay.
So, dude, I don't even know how old I was. I was like, I think we were both like 4 or 5, maybe. We're sitting there playing in my, I think you already know what I'm talking about. We're playing in my driveway. In my driveway. All right, I don't even know what we were doing. I don't even remember. It's so damn.
If it's the story I'm thinking of, we were passing the ball.
Some ball or something. Yes, we're passing some ball. I don't even know why we're laughing. No idea. I just started peeing my pants for no reason. No reason. Bro.
Bro, we started giggling, and it was at the age where, like, if you start laughing, like, and you haven't peed, you're probably going to pee. Like, if we just started laughing, and I remember we're still throwing the ball, and I'm kind of like, I mean, I'm so young, I don't really realize what's going on either, but I know what pee is. And I start seeing, like, some pee start coming down the driveway. And then you just went inside to change, and you probably came back out, and we probably kept passing the ball anyway.
Yeah, that's like, I don't even, like, now, like, yeah, you laugh and you feel like you're gonna pee your pants, but I actually peed myself. Like, I literally peed myself in the driveway for no reason. One more. Well, I got another story.
All right, let's hear it.
I think we're about the same age. So, you know, the garage door, like, you hit it, garage door, you hit it, and then you hit it again, and it, like, stops. So it's like, there's, like, this much space. Like,
and the sensors are supposed to, like,
and the sensors, like, when you crawl under, it's supposed to stop, right? So Garrett, we got it stopped. Garrett crawls under, perfectly fine. No problems. I started to crawl under. Dude's standing by the clicker.
I thought you
hit it
already through.
Then it starts to go down again. I'm halfway through. Completely under. Dude's tapping it. So I'm just sitting there in the middle and it's going all over my body. Oh my God.
Bro.
I don't know.
If this is it, like, literally this is Trey, it's like and I'm not doing that on purpose. Like, I thought he went through, and we're little. Like, what are we, like? We're probably 8 or 9 or something. I mean, I was old enough. Like, I was old enough to know where the garage door button was and stuff like that. Once I saw him under it, like, I'm hitting it to open it, but my dumb ass, when you keep pushing it, how am I going to know if the push I just pushed was to go back up, or if I just pushed it again and it's going back down? So I'm hitting it too many times, and it's just going up and down. And so this little kid at this point, my best friend is dying in my head, I'm thinking, is dying, and I can't save him. Eventually, obviously, look, he's fine.
I'm here now. So
that just made me think of a story that had to do with Carrie. Shout out Carrie. We're about to talk
Yeah,
to
I
you
already,
a bit on.
I already know it's coming. I
No,
already know it.
you probably do, but there was a time where we loved prank calling, and you can only get to the mountaintop of prank calling and fulfill your prank calling needs at some point where you're just like, I don't really want to prank call anymore. Well, we were kind of there, and somehow it got brought up that we should like call 911. Even saying that just now just sounds so stupid. But so I'm the guinea pig. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Get my little phone. It was like the house phone. It wasn't like we didn't have cell phone. Like this was the house phone of my house. I grab it. I'm like, then I got like scared. Like they answered and I like got scared. Like we hung up, we run away, we scurry. Anyway, eventually 911, you call them, you hang up. They're going to think, oh, something's wrong. They called back. I think my dad answered.
Yeah, it's your dad. I remember.
And he's like, why is 911 calling me right now? Obviously, he puts two and two together. I'm an idiot at this point and finds out it's me. He like comes over to me later on and is like, did you call 911? And my first thought, I was just like, Carrie did it. That was Carrie.
Blame Carrie. Always.
Oh, yeah.
Always blame him.
And because he can take it, he's just
dog. You don't care.
Carrie, my dad went over to Carrie's house, bro, and literally like knocked on the door and was like, you can't be having your son call 911 in our house. Like, that's not cool. Like, Carrie probably got in trouble. Sorry. Carrie's parents are cool, so it probably wasn't much trouble. But
speaking of dumb, dude, I just want to talk to you about some of my group me messages in class. So I'm still in class, like I'm finishing my degree and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is today, like recent. Like I've mentioned this before. Okay. Like, yeah, I've told people how stupid. I don't think these people will be watching me. At least I hope not. Okay.
Say names. I mean, I know.
I'm not saying names.
Okay.
Is exam 2 just on employee rights and workplace safety? Okay, so that's 2 files worth of slides. Mm-hmm. 2 files. That's one text I get before. The next, like literally 2 messages before that, the dude sends the syllabus of what is exactly on the test. Literally sends the whole syllabus, what is on the test. Dudes says, oh, what's on the next test? What slides? Like, look up 2 messages before. Like, it's ridiculous.
This is a good talking point for any young kid.
Cannot stand it. So, like, as long as you're putting in effort, like, literally just doing your homework. First off, you need to introduce yourself. Like, say, hey, it's my name. Like,
yeah, that actually does.
I'm interested in this class.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that goes a long way. So
like actually knowing, especially if you're in classes that are pretty large. Like I had a lot of lecture halls where there'd be like 250 students, and like it'll help you learn, especially whenever you have to go to their office hours or turn in something or
100%, dude. And that's what I've noticed. Like for these Zooms, like since we've had to do all these Zoom classes and stuff, if you turn on your camera,
mm-hmm.
dude, they remember you. Like it's weird.
Oh, 100%, because they're putting a face to the name. Like obviously, it's just a name has joined the class, like has joined the meeting. I mean,
yeah, like it's weird. Like, I mean, it's weird to turn on your camera and sit there for an hour and a half and take notes and just sit there. But like, I keep my camera on, like, and they actually talk to me. So, smart. I mean, whether that helps me or not, I feel like it's an advantage for me.
Well, and I mean, that's going to help you when in any time in the future, talking to somebody, listening to somebody. If you can turn on your camera, you should turn on your camera.
Yeah, I mean, that goes with anything. If if you're trying to talk to someone or get to know somebody, anytime you're face to face is always better than sending a text. Like sending a text is completely different than actually talking to somebody, looking them in the eye and understanding what they're saying. I mean,
for some people, obviously, like, I'd rather them text me, but talking to someone on the phone is so, like, no one does that anymore.
Nobody.
Like,
that's what.
Like, even like when we snap each other every now and then, it's a video, so it's like more personal than just a text. I like that a little bit better too. But for like my close friends or whatever, or family, or maybe even somebody you haven't heard from in a while, if they call you instead of like a text, it just means or I don't know. It shows 100%. More of like they actually care about you. So
100%.
I think one thing I need to start doing more. I want to start just calling people. I just got like Ethan called me last night, and we were talking, and I mean, obviously, like, I moved, so I can't just like meet up with people now and then. But I don't know. Yeah. On the phone, I don't know why people just don't like. I guess they just are. I don't know. I guess they just don't have time. But everyone has time. You can make time.
Yeah. No, that's. I feel like that's the excuse everybody gives is they don't have time for it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like today, like in today's world, everybody's stuck up on a screen
with the social media stuff. I mean,
social media, social media is great and it can be used as a great resource, but dude, being able to talk to somebody eye to eye, face to face, and like speak your words instead of having to type it on a phone or anything like that, it just it just means something different. I mean,
I love social media as much as the next
one.
If you're living your life just based off of like something on your phone or on the screen and not really actually like having human interaction, like we were just talking about with the turning on your camera, talking to people in person, all this stuff, and talking on the phone. I don't know.
For anybody that wants to pursue anything like job related, school, whatever, do it in person. Like, talk to somebody.
Relationship, because
make relationships, man.
In honestly any profession. In any profession, literally, you could name something. If they'll tell you, anybody that's like at top of a career goal that you want to go to, they're gonna say like a big part of it. Obviously, there's other things that go into situations, but a big part of stuff is you have to make relationships and have to be okay with going and talking to people and putting yourself out there. But
no doubt.
All right, we're being way too serious right now. Holy crap.
We can have a little bit of both.
Flipping script here. I know we were talking about this the other day, but a lot of people, like my family, I don't know how your family is. My family hates tattoos, despises tattoos, to the point when I was talking about maybe getting one in remembrance, like of granddad, like getting like a granddad tattoo. It was like you better not, like, it was like, but as I got older, it was like, I mean, if you did, like, I mean, I guess we kind of just have to take it. But they don't like them, and me and you were talking, and I'll just ask you the question, even though I kind of asked you this the other day, like, what's your thoughts on tattoos, and like, if you had to get a tattoo, like, what would you get?
I mean, it's kind of the same way as your family. I think my family wouldn't be a huge fan of them.
Yeah.
But we've talked about this like multiple times. Like, if I'm gonna get one, it's gonna be the wedding ring. Yeah, it's gonna be that tattoo. So I don't know, dude. I don't know if it fit my personality.
Well, you got
to get a bunch of tattoos. Like, what job am I gonna get? Like, should I have tattoos on my arms? Like, I mean, would it be sick to have a full sleeve tattoo? Yeah, it'd be kind of sick.
Nowadays, a lot of places you go to, like, people have tattoos. Like, it's more of like it's not like so no one, if someone's watching this, they like really like tattoos. Like, we're not saying because we don't have them that we don't like them or anything. We're saying, like, and we're not like, you don't worry about, I won't be able to get a job. Now, don't think I love Chick-fil-A and put this chicken on your cheek and like like don't do something like that. That might, or put like something
Mike
bad,
Tyson,
cuss words
Mike
all
Tyson
over.
on your face. It's probably not good.
Don't put something pretty terrible around where you could be seen. But if it's just like some nice artistic tattoos, I mean,
Dude.
Like me and Trey agree. I think putting I think Steph Curry has it on his. I think Steph Curry has like his.
And he's got some on his wrist.
He has his wife's.
That's like Steel. That's like Steel. Steel's got some on his wrist. I don't know exactly what it stands for.
Oh, yeah, he does. I think a little cursive E.
I don't know.
I think a little cursive E on my finger. And if you think about it, you're gonna have the ring on most of the time. Like you're not even really gonna see that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've always I did want a tattoo like on the back of my shoulder that had like a quote from my granddad, a real small with his like actual signature that I got off of something in the office. But I never pulled it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. So I thought now Trey would be a good time where we could kind of go through the NFL games and and some of the college football games coming up this weekend.
Yep.
And kind of each give us give the viewers like a lock of the week, and we'll kind of keep track of who me or you has the better record. So I'll say let's not get too crazy. Like we'll pick like one or two NFL teams and one or two college teams. Let's not go. And I'll keep track and write it down and stuff. But okay, so let's go. You want to do NFL first?
Yeah.
All right. So week 7 NFL. Let's see. Couple good games. Got the 5-0 Steelers playing the 5-0 Titans. That'll probably be a good game. Titans like to run the ball with the beast Derrick Henry, but the Steelers have that steel curtain kind of coming back.
Big Mike's always talking about the steel curtain.
Oh yeah,
dude.
Isn't Evan a Steelers
fan or no? I'm just not looking at that. What is it?
Isn't Evan a Steelers fan?
Oh yeah, Evan's a big Steelers fan.
Rob. All right.
Oh yeah. Big
so
Steelers.
I'm not saying anything about 2 5-0 teams playing each other.
Okay, this is my take.
Okay.
I don't like the Steelers, obviously. I'm a Cowboys fan. Steelers or Titans. I feel like the Steelers are going to beat them by 14 plus. 14. That's my thought.
I don't think it'll be that much, and I'll tell you why. Because the Titans like to run, and that's going to make the clock go down. So then the time of possession is going to be longer, and there's not going to be as many points scored. Could be wrong. But look, our lock of the week then had to. I was just mentioning that game as I was going down. We don't have to say every game. I'm not giving my opinion on that game.
Steelers.
I'm skipping it.
The Steelers have one of the best rush defenses in the whole league. I hate to say it. I hate to say it.
They have a great.
They have one of the best. I mean, just defenses in all in the NFL.
That's why I'm saying I'm not making that one of the locks. For me.
I don't think it's definitely not a lock.
I'm telling you my lock.
Who knows what's going on with.
I'm telling you my lock. Okay, so for those of you betting fools that are like me, I'm taking the Bills over the terrible New York Jets like anybody else in their right mind would. But I'm telling you, the spread is -13. That's a little much. If you're gonna want to make a parlay, I mean, maybe buy it down and add something else. But I'm gonna go out on a limb here just to make it fun. I'll take it direct spread. My lock of the week.
Yeah, I agree with that. Oh, the Seahawks. I hope you're talking about the Seahawks and Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just me.
Did you see the Cardinals? I mean, the Dak, get well soon. The Andy Dalton Cowboys just lost by like 100 to Kyler.
I don't want to talk about it.
I know. I'm sorry, but I'm just saying. All right. Do you want to add that? We'll take 3 NFL and 3 college. You want to add that?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
-3.5. Okay,
Cowboys?
Trey's lock. Right now, he's got the Bills like me, -13. He's got Seahawks -3.5. I'm going to tell you mine right now, and you probably will agree with this too. I'm taking the Chiefs -9.5 over the Broncos. The Broncos.
I got -9 on here. Yeah.
On DraftKings, it's -9.
Yeah.
On ESPN.
I got 48. Over under is 48. I got way over that.
Dude.
Way over. Way over.
I'm trying to think. 48?
Hey, I don't know. I don't know.
No. Another segment. Bad beat. And I'm going to tell you why I just got freaking screwed. That game, what was it? It was last night, wasn't it? They ended up scoring 43 total points. 43. The Chiefs and the Bills. 43. Listen. I think I took over 40. I took 47.5 is what I took the over on. On a 14 parlay. Every other leg hit. If the Chiefs and the Bills would have went to 48 total points, I would have got $366.
Bro, that's bad. Well, that's like the one I had.
Yeah.
Dude, I had yours. Yeah, it's like mine. I had eight, whatever, team, whatever you want to call it. We had college football. Me and Steele, we sat down. All the college football, whatever the favorites were, we took all of them. Texas was down 15 with 2 minutes, ended up coming back. It came down to Dominic Reyes versus, I don't even know how to say it.
Who?
Jan
Reyes. His odds were the worst.
260?
Were the worst, meaning like he should win out of like the whole card.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, whole card. Yeah, 100. It was. That was the last leg. He gets knocked out in the second round.
I remember that.
That
was bad. You know what normally happens when I bet. And listen, guys. So anybody watching this who likes to, put some money on some things, and you feel like I'm really unlucky, let me make you feel better. So let's just go back to when the Titans were playing.
Oh my God!
I think I had them like -4.
We both
that was
had
a while ago. Though, you remember the kicker, bro?
Yeah, I remember.
The kicker missed 3 field goals and an extra point. Like,
yeah, so 4. That's 4.
And
four.
I think they won by, or he won.
No,
I think they won by 1.
Won.
I think they won by 1. Like I think,
yeah.
Like I could bet something and like stuff like that would happen, and I'll say it and like people laugh, but stuff, really weird stuff happens when I bet on things. I swear.
Wow,
like I've gone on some runs like every other person in the world. Sometimes I get on a good run, but sometimes things happen, and I'm like,
I hate parlays.
Yeah, parlays are bad for you, but I love them. I'm gonna make one this weekend. Anyway, we talked about NFL a little bit. We both said the Bills on the spread. You said Seahawks on the spread. I said Chiefs. That's 2. We'll go 2 on the NFL. Let's pull up college football real quick and get a couple on there that we like, and then
all right,
we'll see. We'll see how this plays out.
Dude, you took one last week with NC State, right?
Oh, let's talk about.
I got NC State covering North Carolina, the most overrated team in all of college football.
Let's talk about it for a second. So, last weekend, number 5 UNC. They're playing Florida State, and I'm pretty sure Florida State was 1-3. Yeah, they were 1-3. I mean, they had teams that you don't even know of that scored like 21 points on them at a time. Anyway, North Carolina at one point, dude, they were getting beat. Like, I mean, it was bad. Like, they lose. They even had a chance. They even, after all of the bad that they were putting out on the field, they had a chance. Did you see that? What they almost did?
I saw it. Yeah, dude, literally dropped the pass.
They dropped like 2 of them.
Would have been field goal, like easily.
It would have went overtime. I'm not saying that. I mean, then I maybe would have had a chance for them to score a touchdown to win, and I would have won. But yeah. Anyway, let's not talk about that. Let's look at some college football and let's give a couple locks.
Yeah, right. I mean, right there, you can talk about it. I got NC State covering North Carolina. 17.5. No way. There's no way they do not cover that.
NC State's like 4-1, aren't they? Yeah.
Yes. They're 23 in the country. There's no way. I think they're beating them. I think they're beating them.
We'll say your lock is the spread.
In all honesty.
I know, but that's
spread. Yeah, 100%. Lock. The spread is my lock. Will they beat them? I don't know. It's at North Carolina. But they're covering the spread. I put the house on it.
My lock is Jacksonville State plus 10.5. Trey, they're playing an 0-2 Florida International team in Jacksonville State. They're 2-1, playing an 0-2 team, and they're getting 10.5 points. I'm taking that.
Yeah, I don't know enough about those two teams.
Oh yeah, so I don't either. That's gambling. Anyway, let's both get one more. Dude, I kind of like the over in the Kentucky-Missouri game.
Mm-hmm.
It's 48. It's 46.5.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't know if I want to make that my second lock. I might though, because it kind of.
I don't know if it's a lock.
Yeah, I'm doing it. That's my second lock. You got to find yours. I'm taking the over 46.5 in the Kentucky game. Okay, let me hear it, Trey. I need your.
Dude, we're going off a limb here. It's kind of hard.
I know. That's what we're gonna do. I mean, I know our next one's next week. We're probably gonna think about it more, but this is kind of funny because we don't really have time to think of this.
Dude, I think Baylor Texas over 61.5. Dude, I haven't seen a game where Texas has had good defense at all.
And Texas is always kind of like behind, and they always have to
always. And then they always come back at the end.
Ellinger always has to
regardless
off like a 45-yard touchdown. He's a running back.
Yeah. Regardless of what the score is, they always put up like 14, 21 points in the fourth quarter.
Well, I mean, we'll see. You got 4, I got 4. I might place that bad boy. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I saw this thing on Twitter. I believe it was. You remember how Taco Bell changed their menu and and the grillers are gone or whatever, and you're kind of mad about that. What else are you mad about that they took off?
The double XL case
so they
grilled stuffed burrito, whatever.
Taco Bell they have changed the menu, and there was a fake like article on Twitter that I saw, and it said Taco Bell's taking off Baja Blast, and
no way, dude.
Listen. I said fake. I clicked on it, and it sends you this page, and like it rickrolls you, and like he pops up, and he's like, dun, dun. Anyway, that reminded me of when I asked you the other day, and I'll ask the audience this. Comment what your thoughts are. I know this might get some people heated, but all right. So talking strictly like fast food, I know there's some other options we could throw into here, but what is better? Taco Bell, Baja Blast, or a McDonald's Coca-Cola? As everyone knows, first of all, everyone knows that I drink this like it's water. I literally think, honestly, I'm drinking it now. Oh, it's just a prop. But I literally think.
Watch.
I literally think I drink more Coca-Cola than probably any of you guys who know me. That's probably my third or fourth. But Baja Blast. Easily. Get him out of here. But listen, ask Jenna, because a lot of people are so in love with the Coca-Cola at McDonald's. Like, I love it too. I mean, it's good. It's made differently. Like the Coca-Cola, it's like their biggest. It's like their biggest account. They'll send McDonald's like the direct syrup, exactly how they make it in the factories. That's why it's so good. But ask Jenna, what's she gonna say?
No, she's saying McDonald's. Coke, Diet Coke, whatever, 100%. That's her favorite drink ever.
Emily says Coke, and I know a lot of you watching this might say Coke, but I'm interested to see what people are gonna. I might put up a poll, because I'm telling you right now, the people that have tasted Baja Blast and eat and have grown up with Taco Bell. We used to go to Taco Bell. Our orders, Trey, at Taco Bell would get
15,
pretty up there.
$25.
The people behind us are
like that.
What's wrong?
$15 to $25 every time.
I mean, I'm sorry, 100%. People, but if you're
100%,
if you agree with us, and I'm about to burp because I just chugged that.
I don't know. Jenna likes it. I don't know. It's good. Don't get me wrong. Like you said, it's good. But it's up to be the Baja Blast.
I just wanted to put that out there because it's a controversial topic. Well, I'll probably every once in a while on these that we record, I'll probably try to find something that's kind of controversial and just like see if we agree, which we probably will in a lot of things. But just I want to see what people say, because I really think Baja Blast is better. But I think that's a good stopping point. This was fun. I mean, we literally talk every day. Like we talk every day. So I figured, why not kind of start a little podcast, you can call it, but just a little storytelling, joking around, maybe some current topics, stuff like that, and just kind of put it out there and see what happens, see what people's thoughts are on some things, and it's cool because
dude.
And we out there, and like I said, I moved away, and you moved away a little bit, so we can't just like get together, and this is kind of a good way for us to catch up on things throughout the week too.
Well, yeah, but so like as soon as you put this out, like get some comments on it, like whatever anybody wants to talk about.
Yes, that's a good.
I'm down to talk about whatever. Like I could care less.
I know.
Like I want this to be more like a conversation type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like an open discussion, like comments. Like I don't want to just.
I would love for some people to comment some topics or some questions that you think it would be good for us to talk about. Because like you saw, if you made it this far in the video, thank you. If you like you saw, this wasn't scripted. Like we kind of just talk like we normally would on a phone call, or if we're playing PlayStation or Xbox. Like we're not. So it would be really helpful and would be awesome for us to kind of look in the comments and figure some things out to help us in the next episode when we record it. So thank you guys so much for watching. That was it. We did the first episode. I'm gonna get off here and edit this throughout the week. Try to post it on Thursday, but we'll see what happens. But thank you guys for watching. I'm Garrett DeFries.
Very awesome, baby. Peace and love.
Yeah. Stay positive, everybody. And we'll be back at you next week.
Who are we to know? Oh, letting go.